move on to our tarot reading for the collective, and then we'll dive into the 13 moon stuff because I figured we would probably be here a couple of hours with 13 moons. Here on the collective, if you're doing replay though, should be about an hour-ish that we're spending together. Trust in the tarot right now. If you do read cards or if you get readings, maybe get a reading, because the veil is so thin and we're getting communication on multiple levels. Trust in all of the signs that you see, anything that you believe in that's kind of your totem. Really trust in that, because there are going to be a lot of symbols and signs coming in different ways to you. Let's talk about the past card that I pulled. It is the only reverse card I pulled. And remember, we just moved out of eclipse season and a lot of retrograde stuff. Two of Pentacles reversed. This is from the Crystal Power Tarot, by the way. And so this comes with a message. It says, I calmly make the best possible decision. And it's represented by malachite. However, this is in reverse, which is a protective message. And I believe this is talking about what I just said, looking into our past, thinking about the choices we made, the behavior we carried out, the version of ourselves that we were living out at that time. And it might have not been the best one, or it might have not been the choice that we would have made now, but maybe we couldn't make that choice now because maybe we wouldn't be able to. Maybe it took going what we went through to know what we know now, to hold that hindsight. So this Two of Pentacles reversed reminds you to find the wisdom, even in those times in the past when you didn't make the best choice or you weren't the best version of yourself. Malachite is a heartstone. It's green, related to heart chakra, but also it helps to enhance your ability to beautify the shadow, beautify the past. So remind yourself to shine light, love, and forgiveness on any version of the past, any wounds, any experiences, so that you can shed yourself of that emotional attachment that holds you back from becoming even a more elevated being in the future. Next two cards are upright. For the present, I received the Five of Wands with garnet as the stone, and it does say, I stand my ground and look for peace. So we're in this Libra ruled energy from the Eastern perspective, which is all about peace and standing ground and rooting in windy, challenging times, Swati Nakshatra. And also this new moon in Scorpio might help us to really focus our energy where we want to when it comes to embracing the truest whole self that we are. Five of Wands gives us a lot of options, a lot of opportunity, a lot of choices, and maybe a lot of ideas, downloads, maybe a lot of aha moments. I've had a lot of those during this portal, but it's all for the positive of growth, right? It's all for us finding more of our more magical self. And notice how all these wands, they're pointing up right. They are encouraging us to grow into our magic and also into our joy. We've got all this orange and this yellow, which is very sacral and solar plexus energy. And sacral is surrounding with the orange, and we're in this watery new moon. And by the way, garnet is associated with both Scorpio energy and Aquarius. Aquarius, birthstone, and Pluto, Scorpio's ruling planet, is shifting into Aquarius during Scorpio season. So remind yourself that we're moving into a season of magic, of being more magical self, being a more whole, sorry, my nose is itching, being a more whole magical being, just as we are in our own crafts. And when we trust in that, we will have growth. And five in numerology does represent growth. Wands represent magic, craft, skill, joy, all that good stuff. For our future card, I pulled an upright two, the Two of Cups. This one has an aquamarine stone attached to it, which is another beautiful gemstone for healing, by the way. So we have the turquoise I suggested to utilize during a new moon in Scorpio, or anytime you're doing like Scorpio energy things. But aquamarine, which is also kind of that same color here on the card, right? It's another beautiful stone to help with overall generic healing, whatever that is. And remember, physical, energetic, emotional, they're all attached. So no matter what you're working on, there's going to be a cascade effect of the rest of it, the other layers, wherever it is. Cups represent us being abundant, being full of pleasure, being relatable, being successful, being magical, being expressive. And also, when we have the Two of Cups, these are about cooperative relationships. I think this is about being cooperative with our whole true self, masculine and feminine. This is about being whole to our whole bloodline, masculine and feminine, as I just mentioned earlier. I also do believe that this is about being more whole to the external collective, and the collective being more whole and external to each other. We have a lot of division going on right now, but remember, this is the future card. And I think that in the future, we are going to be setting aside our differences more and more and coming more together for more collective causes. Hopefully it won't be anything negative like, the virus again, but I do think that there's going to be a time where we have to start thinking more about each other on the collective versus all these little individual sectors or individual division within all these little countries and states and communities, even, right? Two of Cups reminds us that it is inevitable that we are going to have to come together. It's very Age of Aquarius as well, very Pluto in Aquarius. Put down your guard, put down your power for the sake of all. Not saying to give up yourself and let people take advantage of you, but don't hold on to your ego so much, right? This does say, I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. I do think this is about acceptance of one another in our craft, in our magic, in our expressions, our feelings, ourselves. We're getting a lot more into the acceptance of all of these things that are going on with us emotionally. I love it. And I think there's more of that to come. This is what I have for you for this new moon in Scorpio for Samhain, for Diwali. By the way, I find Diwali an interesting holiday because it kind of invites in all of the deities, no matter where you are. There's like stories of all of them, depending on where you are in India or how you celebrate. And there's also multiple cultures that celebrate Diwali. And this particular Diwali spans 2 days, which isn't always how it happens. It's just what's happening now with the Amavasya Tithi that it happens to arrive on. It's happening from Halloween or October 31st through November 1st, which is a little bit auspicious and unique. But there is, yeah, a lot of energy on the collective for death, transformation, evolution, the concept of dispelling darkness and ego and moving beyond that and becoming a better self, a more open self. So embrace that. Embrace everything that this moon is about. New moons are not just for the new moon portal, they're also setting the standard for the entire lunar cycle. So this energy is going to be with us the entire month. I love that we have a new moon on the first of the month. And we will have that next new moon in Sagittarius coming up towards the 1st of December as well. So embrace this month of November and make it a no nonsense November, no negativity November, no past mindset, limiting mindset, glass ceiling November, whatever you want to call it. No toxicity November, no energy vampires November. Lots of different options there.